Hi there, and welcome to the Financial Health Mentor newsletter. My name is Hcortez. I'm an author, wealth building strategist, and entrepreneur. And over the last 12 months, I've helped nearly 20 families increase their cash flow by up to $500 per month by applying some simple strategies. And now they're on the road to financial success using that newfound cash to eliminate their debt, create emergency funds, and ultimately the end game is to get them into a place where they can use that extra money to buy, build, and invest in assets that will set them up for a long-term financial success so that they have something to fall back on when they hit those golden years. So I wanted to take this opportunity to say welcome and thank you for subscribing to my newsletter. But I also want to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself, because I not long ago was in a similar situation that over 76% of Americans find themselves in. And what is that? 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not talking about those who are on welfare and trying to take advantage of the system. No, I'm talking about hardworking men and women trying to do what they can to feed their families. I'm talking about working class Americans that work 6-7 days a week, sometimes 8 to 16 hours per day, and doing what it is that the system has taught us how to do in order to have financial success, right? We've gone to school, we've gotten educated, we've gotten jobs, we're working for Fortune 500 companies, and we're doing what we can to try to make ends meet. But at the end of the day, we're still struggling. Well, I was one of those guys. And not only that, as a father of 5 sons, a husband, a youth basketball coach, a volunteer in the community, I found myself after all of these years of working and looking back and realizing that I literally don't have anything to show for it, right? I'm living in a home that was in foreclosure. There's nothing in the 401k account. That my wife doesn't have a retirement account. Literally paycheck to paycheck, being one catastrophic event from being homeless or being in an avalanche of financial turmoil because we're living paycheck to paycheck. But one question changed it all for me. I was chatting with someone on Facebook, someone I didn't even know. Now, I've not only been an entrepreneur as a wealth building strategist, I've always had some sort of business that I was trying to run. But I was chatting with someone on Facebook, and she asked me one question. She said, it looks like you're trying to build wealth. It looks like you're in business and you're trying to earn some extra money. But let me ask you something. Is your attempt to build extra money or earn extra money, generate extra cash, is it based on sales or is it based on strategy? Right? And I really had to think about that for a second. Because ultimately it was based on sales, all right? And from that little question, my brain started to churn and started to think about, what did she mean by strategy? All right, so we continued the relationship, and she ultimately introduced me to a team of people who were like me, struggling financially, working hard, nothing to show for it, but they had decided to do something about it, all right? They decided to increase their financial IQ. They decided to surround themselves with people who were on the same page as them, looking to do something about their financial situation, looking to build a legacy for their family, looking to change that generational curse of poverty that a lot of us have been stricken with. And she introduced me to that community, and that community changed my life forever. Guys, if you are like me and you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you don't know which way to turn, it starts by making a decision. And I'm glad you guys have, whatever you saw that got you here, I'm glad you guys made the decision to click through, provide your email address, because it starts with a shift in your mindset. See, I was a guy who literally got tired of telling my children no when they wanted something, not because they didn't deserve it, but because we couldn't afford it, right? Some of you guys can relate. I was a guy that was caught up in payday lending cycles because my income was just not only was it not enough, but living paycheck to paycheck. Like I said, if you find yourself with a car breaking down, you find yourself with a furnace going out in the middle of the winter, you typically have to go get loans to try to sustain yourself. And I was that guy finding myself in all of these negative cash flow situations. But when I got around the right people, when I start inputting the right information into my head, that all changed. So guys, I want to welcome you to my list. I'm going to tell you what you can expect from me. Yes, I'm going to send you videos of me teaching some of these strategies from time to time. I'm going to send you videos of some of my mentors. I am being mentored by 6, 7, and 8-figure earners in the financial education industry, and they're teaching me the strategies that I need to continue on the road to my financial destination. So I will be sharing that with you as well, and I also will be sharing with you an opportunity to partner with this community of people and change your life. Guys, if you're serious about making a change in your finances, you're going to have to do a handful of things. One of those things is you're going to have to shift your mindset. You're going to have to increase your financial IQ. You're going to have to change the people that you hang around. They say if you hang around 9 broke people, you're going to be the 10th. But if you hang around 9 wealthy people, you're also going to be the 10th. So I'm going to introduce you to a community of wealthy people that you can start hanging around and change your financial circumstances. You're going to have to minimize your taxes. You're going to have to eliminate your debt. You're going to have to learn how to overcome inflation. You're going to have to learn how to make better financial decisions. And I can help you with all of those things, but only if you are serious and ready to make the commitment to shifting your mindset. So again, thank you for joining my list. Welcome. And hopefully you find value in the information that I will be sharing with you via email from time to time. If for at any reason you're not getting value from the information that I'm providing, please feel free to opt out and you don't have to receive these communications from me. But if you are serious about increasing your financial IQ, at the very least, I will provide you information sometimes on a daily basis, sometimes every other day, that will get you thinking about what it takes to build real wealth and what it takes to start building a legacy for you and your family. I'm Hcortez. Thanks again for subscribing to the Financial Health Mentor newsletter. And until I talk to you next time, get your money up. Peace.